Hi, fifth grade. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Today, we are going to dive into dividing decimals. So, the great part about dividing decimals is it is so close to regular long division. The only thing we have to change is we just need to bring up our decimal into our answer. Now, what's really important is we will need to make sure that we are sticking to the rules that Mrs. Wagner has talked about with long division, because there are a few that are really even more important now that we are putting a decimal into our quotient. Okay, let's take a look at our first problem. This is your practice. And so if you follow along with me, then you will get answers to your problems. So the first one we're going to do is 43 and 8/10 divided by 6. And if you notice, I have a little arrow above my decimal. That is to remind you that your decimal needs to go in the exact same place in your quotient, okay? It's really important that it's in the same place value. So what we're going to do first is just like as if we were dividing whole numbers, we are going to list out our multiples. And remember, that's our first step. Then we divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Oops, I knew there was a C in there somewhere. We need to check first, bring down, and repeat. This check is something that a lot of us are not remembering to do, and I noticed that in our quiz. So we're going to really talk about that and make sure we understand what we're checking. So we're going to do our multiples first. Thankfully, today, our divisors are only one digit, so our multiples won't be too difficult. So let's do our multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, and 54. Nope, not 54. 40, yeah, it is 54. Oh my goodness, it's Sunday. I'm recording this on Sunday, so you'll have to give me a little bit of grace. Okay. Now, we always need to take this one step at a time. Because what I noticed is a lot of us were saying, oh, 6 goes into 43 7 times. I'm going to put my 7 right there. No, that is not where we put our 7. If we're dividing 43, we need to make sure we're putting the 7 above the 3. That's why I like for us to go, can 6 go into 4? No, it can't. And so what do we put above the 4? We need to put an X above the 4. That X will help us save our place value. Okay. You can also put a 0 because it would be the same. So now we know that 6 goes into 43 7 times because we're going to use that multiple 42. All right. So we just divided. Now we're going to multiply. Again, remember the multiple I used for saying 6 goes into 43 7 times. I used the multiple 42. That's the exact same multiple that should go right here. All right. 43 minus 42 is 1. Now we need to do that very important check. We need to check to make sure that 1 is less than 6, because this is what I saw a lot of. When we weren't sure what to do with our multiples, we picked another one. Let's say we picked 24 and we put a 4 right here. And we tried to subtract. 13 minus 4 is 9. And we got 19 right here. Well, This should never, our difference after we subtract our answer should never be more than our divisor. That means this is wrong. That we picked the wrong multiple. Because at this point, we're going to be picking once I bring down my 8, we're going to be trying to decide that 6 goes into 198. That's a number that we couldn't put up here because it would be over 10, okay? So it's really, really important that we check to make sure that our difference after we subtract is less than our divisor. So let's try that one more time. You said that we're going to use the multiple 42. And when we subtract, our answer is 1. Okay, now we can bring down the 18 or the 8 to make 18. We go back up to R, which means repeat. We're going to divide 18. We did all this work to get 18. We're going to use it. 6 goes into 18 3 times. Notice I'm putting it above the 8. Okay? So we use that 18 as our multiple, and we get 0. Really quickly, I'm going to multiply to check. So we should, if we multiplied 7 and 3/10 times 6, we should get 43 and 8/10. So I am going to use my dry erase marker and whiteboard for this. 7 and 3/10 times 6. Okay. 3 times 6 is 18. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 1 is 43. Underline one place behind the decimal because our 6 is a whole number. So I'm not going to underline it. Underline one place in our answer. And we get 43 and 8/10. Was that our dividend? 43 and 8/10. Okay, so that's one way to make sure we have the decimal in the right spot, of course, is to multiply to check.